Hello.
Bunga
What? Amazing way to start the recording. I don't...
Wonderful.
Okay. Um.
Professionals, all of us.
Welcome to another EGAD game. This is part 2 of Feed the Machine. If you haven't heard the first part, I would recommend going and listening to it. But essentially, the party, which you'll meet in a minute if you don't know them already, is looking for a vault. Turns out the vault, however, was in a very dense labyrinth. Um, and they dodged some traps. They fought a little guy, for lack of a better term, and they solved a big puzzle on a door that had the map of Inkwell on it. And then Wax showed up, and now we're here. Um, I I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm not gonna lie. I just went through all that, and I don't know.
You did not.
Okay, I'm JayJay. I'm the DM today. I'm glad somebody knows what's going on. Will my players please introduce themselves and their characters from top to bottom while I try to screw my brain back on?
Oh, gee, that's me. Hi, hello. My name is Dew. I also do not have my brain capped. But I will be playing Elizabeth Tripp, who unfortunately has a brain. So we're gonna see how well she's able to think today.
Hello, I am Nicho. I am also Jay, and I will be playing Kita, the resident cat child or cat teenager who kind of just tagging along.
Wonderful. Hello, I'm Tall Snow. I will be playing Elsie Breeze, a half toon, half air genasi. That can't help but have her head in the clouds because her hair is a cloud.
Nice. Same hat. Hi, I'm Wick. I'm gonna be playing Tsubasa, who also happens to be a tune air genasi.
Hey.
So we got two.
I know people
People
who
did the
would
same joke.
blast me for that joke. But yeah, this is the group. When last we saw again, Wax had just showed up, and then you guys solved the little spinny puzzle on the door to the vault, and that's where we ended the game. So the vault door has opened, and it's kind of dark in there. But you found the vault. Do you want to go in the vault? That you spent all this time looking for it? You went through that long ass maze and did all that dumb shit?
Yeah, we just turn around and go, never mind, it's too hard.
We found it. Time to leave. Yes, so Kita is just going to take their sunglasses from the top of their hat and put them on, thus activating their night vision sunglasses.
Oh,
Oh, they have night vision.
well, that's
Don't worry,
lit.
they're just wearing sunglasses at night.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
They're
That
question
was
wearing
just for a cool moment.
they're wearing heart sunglasses as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Fashionable and useful,
Functional.
functional. That's the word I was looking for.
So they're gonna put them on and then just calmly walk on in. It's like, yeah, everyone else probably has a way of seeing in the dark.
I think Elizabeth is going to turn to the other two and do either of you have a method of seeing in the dark, or will you require light?
Elsie snaps her finger, a little like a ring of clouds appears and pops, and there's just a tiny mote of light as I cast light.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let me. So it opened. You opened the door and it was dark in there, obviously. But since you've cast light, go ahead and roll me a straight perception. You will not have to roll an advantage because you found a way to use light and not just walking in the dark.
Wonderful.
19.
Holy shit.
Wait, are we all rolling perception
Yes,
then, or
yes.
not? Oh, okay.
I mean, if you're going inside the vault, yes.
Oh yeah, no. Let me just stand out here and keep watching.
What is the robot here? How does it
It
work?
should
It's
be
average.
exclamation point R space D, whatever you want to roll, plus modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where? I have the light right next to my face. It's fine.
That's a 7. Holy shit.
Holy moly.
Okay.
Yeah. She has eyes.
I mean, I would hope so.
It must be nice.
To be fair, she also has her Drake still summoned, so. Maybe I should roll perception for the Drake as well.
Alright, let me do
I
that.
mean,
Cat.
you can.
Kita still has a cat with them. So let's see. The cat has a perception
Everyone's rolling.
of
Everyone!
so that is a 19 for Kita and a 14 for the cat.
Okay.
Hooray.
Do are you rolling for the Drake?
No, I'm still trying to find the stat block, so yeah, go ahead.
Wick, are you rolling?
I
There
have
we go. It was not showing up. So 15, 14. Okay, so I'll start with Elsie because that's a 7. Your light is very bright. You're in a stairwell going down, so there's that. The walls are made out of like carved stone, not really like brick, sort of like, you know how like people make caves, it's kind of like that. The rest of you who all have eyes, thank God. It's again, you got all of that, but it feels deeper than it actually is. It's a normal stairway that's built into like this cave sort of thing, which seems weird for a vault, but you get to the bottom of the stairwell. It's only like in theoretical terms, it would be like a stairway and a half. So like you've gone down like 1.5 floors theoretically, and it opens up into this huge room that has like, how do I word this? There's a lot of half walls, nothing that quite goes all the way up to the ceiling. The walls around the perimeter are still made up of that like cut stone that the stairway was made out of, but there's like half walls that look like, people built those, like they belong in a building and not in this weird creepy vault cave thing. They divide up the room, the this space, they divide up the space into sections, so it kind of looks like a house with shitty walls because they're only like half walls, so you can kind of like see over them. Some are taller than others to like better define the spaces, but none of them quite go up to the ceiling. There are different areas in this room that you can explore if you would like. I don't have a map because I didn't think to make one.
Okay.
Do you want to split up? Do you want to visit each area as a group?
I think Elizabeth is going to call out to Kita, however far ahead they have gotten. Kita, it might be best if we all stick together. Just this once. Don't know what's in here. I don't like the look of those walls.
Kita's just going to stop and then just spin on one foot and then just walk back over to the group.
No need to get ahead of yourself, kid. God, blind myself, I guess. Ugh. Blinking, trying to blink the spots away.
I will say that like Kita would not have been able to have left the room yet because you guys, despite having dark vision, you haven't explored the room yet, so you don't know what else here. Um, for those of you who are not Elsie, with your 7, sorry,
It's
like
fine. It's
you can see that there is what looks like a kitchenette, like it's very small. You can see that there's an area with a lot of beds. You can see that there's a pathetic sort of looking dining table. Um, and you can see that everything here is covered in dust.
So I'm gonna roll hammer space.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right, that's a 2. That works.
You did not
Um,
fumble.
Yay.
See, Sue just from out of nowhere just pulls out like a feather duster.
Oh.
No.
So I mean, I was gonna ask, if you had been here before, Wax, and Sue actually just starts randomly cleaning Wax as well with the feather duster. But this place is covered in dust. I guess we're the first ones to open it in a while, huh?
oh, okay, wonderful dust. Just start cantripping gusts away. Stuff.
We were
Oh.
slowly casting prestidigitation on the whole. Okay.
The entire place.
Look, being tidy is polite.
Yes.
Elizabeth just sort of. She's about to take a deep breath, and then a cloud of dust kind of wafts past her, and she just stops. And she's just. Right. Well, whilst you're doing that, I would advise that you be very careful. This is sealed. This was a sealed place for a reason, and we don't want to disturb anything that may or may not be here.
Shall we investigate the kitchen first?
You can.
I mean, yeah, why not? Probably at least a good place to start as any.
Just try to investigate without touching anything. Blatantly not looking at the feather duster and the heavy gusts going past. But yeah, she is also going to roll an investigation because she's going to be looking for traps.
That is important. We just went through a labyrinth filled with traps.
You sure did.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if you guys want, let me know which area you're in, and then roll investigation.
Okay,
Right.
what areas are there? Could you write them down? So
Yeah. Let me finish doing this real quick, but you guys can go ahead and
sorry.
roll.
Am I able to roll just like a perception, or does it have to be investigation?
It doesn't have to be investigation, no.
Good. My investigation's terrible.
Oh.
Even after I've nerfed her, man. I'll let you know which area.
Gonna do a.
Those are the 3 main areas.
I see.
Cool.
He's gonna do a investigate in the kitchen area. That's
And
a
Elizabeth.
nat 1 for a total of 14.
Oh boy. I would definitely hang around Kita because last time they were in a game together, It was very small.
Mm.
Okay, so Kita got a 14 for investigating the kitchen. Elizabeth got a 24 for investigating which room? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just gonna look at the bed space.
Okie dokie.
Am I? Hmm.
Elsie is sticking with Kita. Does Tsubasa want to investigate at all, or is he dusting?
Does
Lost their
Elsie want
souls.
to give Kita? Does Elsie want to assist Kita?
Yeah, I would assist Kita.
So that gives me advantage, I believe.
Go ahead and roll your advantage.
That's a
That's
free.
marginally better.
That's still
Marginally
better. Not by a lot, but it's still better. Okay.
It helps.
Um,
Anything helps here.
I guess we'll start with Elizabeth, who's over investigating the bed area. So again, there's not really like full walls or like doors here. It's just sort of like half walls that block off the area. So you can see that like there's a quote unquote room that has a lot of beds in it. Like I did not come up with a specific number. More than 10, but they are all bunk beds, so like theoretically it would be like 5 bunk beds, which would be 10 beds total sort of deal.
Mm.
They're all bunk beds and they all have like sort of trunks at the end of them for like the people to store their stuff in, supposedly. Again, they are all well made. Like whoever slept in them last made the bed and then just never used it again because, much like everything else down here, they're covered in dust. The trunks all, none of the trunks have locks on them, so theoretically you could open them if you wanted. But again, everything down here has a nice thick layer of dust on it.
Ooh. So it doesn't look disturbed at all.
Nope.
Like there's no marks of any recent passage anywhere.
Nope.
Mm.
It would be like whoever used to sleep in these beds got up in the morning and made their beds dutifully and then never used their bed again.
Joy. Love that.
I think
Okay.
Elsie's just gonna ask the question because this seems a little weird. Like, I've never gone on a vault hunt before. Are there any like correlations, like things that like general information that is shared between them? Why these things are here? Seems kind of weird, but I don't know. Just kind of looking around, seeing the literal just like someone just up and left one day, and all of their stuff is here. That's a little creepy.
I mean, out of character, if I remember correctly, none of you have been on a vault hunt before.
Hooray!
Correct me if I'm
technically-
wrong, but
Technically speaking, Kita has been in a vault before.
okay.
They walked in, pressed a button, and then walked out.
Which, well, that's still more than anyone else here, so.
Yeah.
Although they did not close the door behind them either.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it can't be as bad as the last time I was in a game with Kita.
What was the last time?
I still have a business card for a Chaos God in my inventory.
Oh yeah.
I don't have time to unpack that right now. Before moving on to the kitchen, you rolled an 18, Wick. What is that?
Oh, well, since no one was looking at the dining area,
Okie dokie.
I thought that that Sue would take a look over there and also kind of guide Wax over there.
Okie dokie. We will. I'm going down the line, so we will get to you in your dining area. As for Kita and Elsie, who are investigating the kitchen, I mean, you can glance over and see like the amount of beds that there are. You would think that a lot of people question mark used to live here question mark. This kitchen seems very small for the amount of beds that there are. It's not like it could not be designated as its own room how we define rooms. It is blocked off by, them stupid little half walls that are throughout this huge circular area. But it does not seem like a kitchen that you think would be a kitchen for a house of 12 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it has all the essentials, but it seems really small for the amount of people that quote unquote lived here. Um, if you go through the cabinets or anything, um, they're mostly empty. If there's anything in there, it's not exactly consumable anymore. And if it is, you probably shouldn't. This is me saying not to eat the moldy whatever is in these cupboards.
It's not going to stop them.
I know, but I can try. So if there is anything in the cupboards, it's not, you know, edible anymore. It also has a layer of dust on it, despite being in a cupboard. No one has been here for a while. Um, that's about it. And then Tsubasa with your 18 in the dining area. It's not a circular table. It's like a rectangle, and it's got enough chairs to match how many beds there are. So at the very least, everyone had a place to sit. It does kind of, I mean, under the dust, you can assume that like the chairs are well worn. Everything before the dust settling in was presumably taken care of. They're like it's
presumably. He's dusting off most of the stuff in here.
Yeah. So I mean, when you remove the dust with your feather duster, like you can see that like though it looks old and you assume that it was old before the dust started settling on it, like it was also well used and well taken care of. You know what I mean? Like, how when you see wood that's been used the same exact way every day for like years, it sort of bends a little bit. Or those stairs, like you've seen the stairs in the the Leaning Tower of Pisa that are like dipped down from people stepping on them for hundreds of years. It's like that, but a table.
A little easier and more close to home. If anyone has a rolling chair, look down. Your floor will literally have indents from your rolling chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Me sitting on a rolling chair.
So it's like that, but it's like the table's surface. It waves up and down depending on like whether or not you are in front of a chair.
Are there I don't know if I'll see it with an 18. I mean I might. Are there any names or numbers assigned on these chairs or
Nope.
the table?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay.
Nope.
Um
You can assume that like whoever lived here there was assigned seating, but it wasn't like, oh, you're number this, you sit at this chair. It was like, this is where I always sit. Why would I sit somewhere else?
not that to move. But Sue, after dusting off some of the chairs, goes, Wax, do you need to sit down or something? You can like take a minute.
I picked a bad time to eat a chip. Wax just sort of shakes their head and looks at the two other groups that are here.
Sorry for that. Someone was at my door. Didn't miss anything important, did I?
No. Tsubasa just asked Wax if they wanted to sit down, and he was like, no, and is now looking at everyone else.
Look, I'm not going to be discreet about this. There seems to be something up. I know that we're not super duper close, and I don't know if it's really the time to bring it up, but you seem kind of, and he kind of dusts a little bit off of Wax's hat, kind of tense.
How tall is Wax?
That's a great question. I kind of forgot to pull up Wax's sheet. Me, I'm totally prepared.
Wax like 7 foot?
Yes, 7
Something
foot
like that.
even.
Yes,
7 foot
but
even.
Sue can float, so.
That's how I was picturing it. I was like, this was just floating up and dusting. Okay.
So, Kita is going to reach into their hammer space, and wait, it's a D10, isn't it?
Yes, it is a D10.
Well, that's probably a 9 by translation.
Yeah, no, that's so they're going to reach into their hammer space and pull out their immovable rod,
Ooh.
and they're going to place it roughly around knee height for Wax, and then jump on top. So they're eye level. Because, so who are you? And how are you in here?
You don't want to intimidate.
I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, Kita,
No,
you can
this
roll.
is just this is just Kita being blunt. This is just Kita being blunt.
Where's that meme of the like just kid saying, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I can't believe we put Wax into the Kazoo Kid meme. So upon this barrage of questions, like Tsubasa asks and Wax steps back, and then Kita does all that and Wax steps back again. Like, wow, everyone sure is crowding around me right now.
I don't mean to. Sue kind of just splutters for a minute.
Wax looks at Kita and is just, the labyrinth doesn't exactly have a lock on it now, does it?
I mean, this room had a lock on it.
Which I watched you guys unlock.
I mean, yeah, just a lot. Okay, doesn't not to like poke holes into like your duty or whatever you were doing here, but like this doesn't really seem like that important of a room to guard if you were guarding it. If you wanted in, that wasn't that hard of a puzzle.
Sit
Not to the DM's discretion, but like,
I
oh,
mean,
wait a second.
I didn't make it to be that hard of a puzzle. It did take me hours to do because, like, art programs do not like me, but I didn't
That's
make
fine.
it to be hard.
That's absolutely fine. Just
Um,
in character, she would say that.
Wax does not answer you. They how do I word this? They have this sort of vibe of like, you're not wrong, but they don't say that. Would anyone like to roll perception again at advantage while we're all interrogating Wax?
Hooray!
Is it for only the people interrogating Wax?
No,
Or-
it can be for anybody.
Okay.
Sue's not interrogating.
Elizabeth is not participating in the bullying of a very tall person.
Tsubasa was
They're
just
not
like,
bullying.
Tsubasa was just like, are you okay? And Elsie and Kita were like, oh,
Went,
let's
yeah,
bully
who are
them.
you?
Elsie and Keita showed up for one. Oh, it's good cop, bad cop. One of them even has the sunglasses.
Wonderful.
Perception, you said? With advantage, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll
With
need the
advantage,
advantage.
you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what's
won't need the
perception
advantage.
for?
You'll see.
Well,
Oh, we're going.
All right. I'm just gonna
worrying
have to
about the tigers,
manually
everyone.
check these numbers, but give me a sec. Oh, there's a natural 20 in there.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's 22.
Yeah.
I was like 31, what the hell? And then I'm like, oh.
No,
It's
I just
okay.
don't know how to do advantage.
It's okay. I can
Do
do.
I roll it? Do I roll?
Anyone
as well?
can roll the perception with advantage. Yes.
So that's a
Holy
30.
moly.
I don't think
Nice.
you need it, but
I can get higher.
you can.
Nicho,
I
You
did
didn't,
it.
but you can.
Man. Me all confident. Oh, I won't need it. Me seeing all your numbers. Damn.
uh-oh.
Well, hey, no one rolled below a 20, so.
So yeah, okay. While like Wax is like trying to back off away from you guys because wow, that was a lot very quickly out of nowhere. You all do see an actual door, not like ooh, excuse me, not
We
like
got a door.
yes, picture. I hate to word it like this. Picture like a wooden oak Minecraft door, quite literally built into the rock, not far away. So the way that I'm picturing it, the room is circular. The bed area takes up like the whole left side. So for example, you picture a circle. At the top of it, it is this wooden door. At the bottom is the stairway you came in. To the left is the bed area, and then on the right side, the kitchen is closer to the oak door, and the dining area is beside that, or like below it if you're looking at the
I see.
circle. And then there's like a, for lack of a better term, a hallway going from the stairs to the oak door. So you do see an oak door that is quote unquote carved into the stone wall or the cave wall, whatever you want to call it.
Oh. Oh.
I can hear what you did.
I asked for that. I really did.
At first, it was in character, like, huh, what's that? Then it was just like impulse control is off.
Impulse control, there is none. But yeah, look, a door. Something to do instead of interrogating Wax.
Oh gosh, I do love that it's I feel like it would be Tallest sees it first, and then Nicho, and then if they decide to head towards the door, I feel like Elizabeth's children are doing something they shouldn't sense tingles. But then again, that depends on what Nicho and Elsie are doing.
Kita's just gonna hop off the staff, deactivate it, so it's now just a normal rod, and then they're gonna go walk over to the door.
Yeah, I'll be behind Kita. Light source.
You do hear like a noise come from behind you, and you hear the flapping of wings, and a voice carries out, "Don't go through that door by yourselves."
Well, we're not going through it by ourselves. We're going through it together.
Let me rephrase that. Don't go through without
Everyone
my brain
else.
is everyone else. Yes.
Alright. I mean, that makes sense.
Are there like any windows on the door?
No.
Kita's just gonna just lay down on the ground, like try and peek under the door.
I mean, roll perception at disadvantage?
I'm just gonna roll 2d20s, and then bonuses afterwards.
So there's a door. Sue
So
is
that
going
is
to kind
a
of.
9 plus 4. So wait, 9
Oh,
plus 9, that's
13.
18.
Oh.
Plus 4, that becomes 20, 22.
Okay.
So that is a 22 total.
I mean, you are trying to peek under the door. There's not much of a gap, so you don't really see much. You can tell that the floor is like, again, this is like, picture all of this like in a cave. You can tell that the floor is still cave underneath or in the next room, but that's about it. There's not much of a gap to see through.
Alrighty then. Well, don't want to rush off without the others. Might as well just regroup for a second.
I mean,
He's
Barbara-
gonna step floor and then just pour pitifully at the floor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Elsie just shakes her head. It's like, you may be taller now, but you're still the same kid.
Yeah, no. Elizabeth is going to look over at Sue and I'm so sorry, I forgot their name.
Elsie?
Yeah,
I'm bad
wax.
at names. Wax, that's it. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at names. Yeah, Elizabeth's gonna come over to Sue and Wax, and flicks their hand in the direction of Kita and Elsie. The Drake's gonna fly over to them with a hiss. Just gonna look up at the two. I suppose it would be best for us to stick together whilst we explore around and make sure that those two don't keep running off ahead, going to get themselves injured or stuck otherwise.
And Tsubasa just kind of nods. Oh, I get that. But he kind of turns to Wax, but in like a slight whisper, goes, "But if you do need anything, let me know, okay?"
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Kind of floats a little bit, but like gives a little eye, like, I'm just saying. Just let me know.
Wax will
Just in
follow
the
everyone.
background, you just hear. Just in the background, you hear family. Meow. Meow.
Wax will follow at the back of the party. Are we all going through the door?
Hooray!
Yeah.
Door.
Okie dokie.
Anyone here know how to check for traps?
That'd be. Don't know what that would be. Perception, investigation.
I mean,
Investigation.
you are in a new area or a new room, so you can all roll perception. If you are specifically looking for traps, you can roll investigation if you want.
Wait, so is the door open?
The door is open, and you all have gone through this door.
Oh,
Oh.
I was gonna check the door.
The door's fine. You don't have to check the door. It's just a wooden door.
That's fair. The DM saying there is no trap on the door.
There is no trap on the door. The only thing about the door is, it's made out of wood, so it's kind
It's
of
a door.
shit shape.
There's-
But
There's two type of parties. One who will charge heedlessly into danger, and the other who will check every single everything to make sure they miss nothing.
Look, I've played in going through the Tomb of Horrors. You have to. It takes multiple sessions to leave that opening chug.
JayJay, do you think I rolled high enough? Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I think you could roll higher. Personally.
Logistically
That's
speaking, you could, but don't.
Well, for Kita's perception, that is a total of 32.
Oh my god.
Oh.
They
The
have
highest you can get's a
expertise-
33.
They have expertise and guidance. No, if I had bless, it could
Oh,
be
that's
higher.
true.
Quickly, someone bless me.
Someone's been playing
No,
Bold
no, no,
State
no.
3.
Look, we're still at the beginning part of this part too. Like, you don't know what else I have. Maybe don't do that. You're using
Let
up
me
all
see
your
what you have.
you're using up all your good rolls. Okay, so that's a 32. Is anyone else rolling perception? Or,
Golly gee.
or are we
I'm
just
going to
gonna,
trust
like-
the cat.
I'm gonna just
Oh my god.
Alright, great, fantastic. Let me roll this to balance it
I'd
out.
like to
I have
make a packed lunch
11.
for everyone before we go through the door in the kitchen.
I think
Oh, okay.
Sue is less concerned with looking around the room and more like, are you sure you're okay though, Wax? Like, ah,
Seeing this, Elizabeth is also eyeing Wax.
they're doing a
Sue?
concern.
And
Wonderful.
Elsie isn't ruling because trusting Kita. Okay, so you are in like another circular cave room. This one is a lot bigger than the last one you were in. How do I gauge the size? If like the last one was a quote unquote tiny house, you're now in like an observatory. It's huge in here. Like you can still see the ceiling, but it's a lot higher than the last room's is. Like the room has like quintupled in size. That's about all Sue and Elizabeth get. Sorry.
And
It's a big
Sue
room.
looks up and looks farther up and then almost falls over.
Elizabeth catches them by the scruff.
Sorry.
I wonder if I could jump that high.
Don't. Not.
Air Genasi.
Hey.
But
Hey.
for Kita, who I'm assuming is relaying information to Elsie, because Kita could see into the fifth dimension if they wanted to, with their fucking 32. Judging by what you have seen so far, it leads you to believe that either the cave was built into the vault, or the vault encases the cave, or got destroyed by the cave. You're not entirely sure. It's kind of weird that there's like a whole cave inside this vault, and it doesn't seem like the ceiling should be this high. You haven't really gone that far underground yet for it to warrant the ceiling being that high up. You do see that there are a lot of shovels and pickaxes and like just digging supplies lying around on the ground. Some are set up against the wall, some are just scattered across the ground. My notes got a little scrambled. The more in you go, you do start to see like mine carts and like what looks like the remains of a rail system ? All of the mine carts are empty though, or if they aren't empty, they just have more shovels and pickaxes or rocks in them.
Yeah, before we go any further, just gonna tie a rope to tie like a knot on the rope to the door.
Okay.
And then like have a lead, because like this feels like a weird never-ending cave right now. May have to figure out a way to get the heck out if things go bad. It's only 50 feet of
there any,
rope,
like-
but like, we'll figure it out as we go.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Are there any minecart tracks anywhere?
I mean, there is like a rudimentary rail system that looks like it leads further into the big room, but you would have to follow the tracks to find out.
Wonderful. Excellent. Well, Elizabeth's going to turn to everyone else. It seems, unless either of you can see something that we can't, it may be best that we follow the tracks.
Does anyone have a means of like marking which way we go? Just tying the knot on the doorknob, and then just like leading the rope over to the party.
Well, we could weave the rope underneath the tracks if there is space. Depending on the type of track system, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm just like I only have so much rope. I'm just like, well, this might be bigger than I thought.
Much bigger. Is this how big vaults usually get?
It shrugs. This is the first one I've been to.
Maybe?
Oh, me too.
I'm rather new to this whole vault business as well.
Pander Cam's camera pans over to Wax like, oh no, I'm dealing with a bunch of idiots who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
No, Wax doesn't say anything, but they don't think that you're a bunch of idiots.
Oh.
I'm just
I think we're a
Right.
bunch of
Oh, no.
morons.
No. No.
we're poking fun at them. It's fine.
Yes.
So there's there's mine tracks and mine carts.
My God, we're in Minecraft.
I was thinking.
Well, we are in the mine, and there are pickaxes we can swing.
Let's not.
Oh.
I mean,
just
you
kinda
can if
looking
you want, but
around.
I know what you were doing.
At least this may be wrong, but Elsie is just gonna look like it kind of looks like they broke into the vault, like from the mine. Huh. I mean, that's one way to get around a door.
Where's the vault?
Oh, so this
Oh.
isn't the vault?
I mean,
I'm confused.
originally I would think like the other room was the vault, but like maybe it's more down here.
Well, a vault can be much like a safe system in that there are many rooms or passages you have to traverse before you get to the actual holding room, per se. So this may just be another offshoot of, well, the vault as a whole.
All right.
the
Well,
way-
the job's not done, I guess.
Well, then we go deeper. Kita's just gonna give one of the mine carts like a little nudge. Like, do they move easily?
So I'm going to assume that the one you're pushing is empty. If there's nothing in them, yes, it doesn't like fight you. It does roll a little bit. It's hard to roll it because unless you're pushing one on the track, like if you're just pushing one that's just sat on the actual ground, it's kind of hard to move because, you know, for a minecart this would be considered difficult terrain, but if you're pushing it on the track, you don't seem to have that much of a problem. You got to put a little oomph into it, but it does not fight you on it, for lack of a better term.
Roll initiative.
No.
It doesn't
All right.
fight you.
Do you think we should follow those tracks? Because
Elizabeth did say that already.
Yeah, I
You
mean
did.
it's about why not? I mean, you don't really have any other like hardline direction. Gonna look in my pack. Do I have any chalk? Nope.
Hey, Wax,
Yes.
you kind of knew about this place. You don't know anything about this stuff, do you?
Roll something.
Squints immediately. I don't like these noises. I don't like it when you hum. It means there was something afoot.
It means something. Okay. Do I need to roll anything?
I mean, you can roll insight if you want,
Okay.
but Wax just sort of looks at you and goes, "No idea."
I'm also
Alright, well, that's
May I
insight.
also roll insight? Ooh, nice.
I mean, you can if you want. Tsubasa got a 20. Yeah.
You're
Wax-
not hiding anything from this one.
Yeah, no, that was a deception. Wax is
thought
lying
so.
to you.
Oh my god, he's lying.
Yeah, Elizabeth, you don't get shit. To you, Wax is
Yeah.
telling the honest truth.
Listen, she's too focused making sure the other two don't run off.
Oh, we gotta follow the tracks and just kneel.
Kita hasn't started walking off. They've climbed into a cart.
Oh my god.
If I fits, I
We're gonna
sits.
be multi-track drifting.
If I fits, I sits. Anyway. So those 2/3 are fucking around with a mine cart. Tsubasa, Wax just lied to your face. You feel like it was for
Ow.
a good reason, but you don't know what the reason is.
Huh.
Yeah, I
Alright,
don't think.
Sue, how you gonna feel about this? Okay, okay. He's gonna be a little chill about it. He's not gonna really be blunt or anything.
Okay.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
if you do know anything, just let us know, okay? After all, we need all the help we can get, and we don't want to step on anybody else's toes, you know?
Wax
Meanwhile, you
nods. Are we following the railway?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that
Let's all
seems
get
like
on the mine car.
I mean,
Pardon time, boys.
you can. This does give me
Elizabeth.
This does give me personally an idea, but
I think I have an idea how to keep track of like where we go. I personally am thinking Minotaur in a maze. So we got to keep track of which way we're going. But like, unless someone has like a piece of chalk or something, Elsie's just gonna take out like a little pocket knife, cut off a piece of rope, and like tie it in 2 spots, showing which direction that we went. So it's just like, okay, at any kind of intersection where it looks like it might be too far, just like cut a length of rope and just tie it to, let's say, the track. So, and have like a little extra pointing the way that we went. That way, if someone in my brain, if someone is in here and sees this and like messes with it, it's a little harder to disguise that as things going weird or us getting mixed around.
So, I really like that idea. It's neat.
Yeah. This is not Elsie's first time adventuring, but
also,
yeah.
Tsubasa pulls out a piece of chalk.
See, that also works.
We don't want to use all your rope.
Like I'm picturing this after the first cutting and like tying off. So, like just hold out the chalks. Like that also works. Okay,
I
might
just
need
thought
this
it'd be a
later.
little easier.
Yeah, just right next to where the rope is. Just make an arrow the way we went.
Okay. Yeah, this way we don't get lost.
Yeah.
Who knows how big this place is?
Well, hopefully not like city big, because that'd be weird.
It is not judging from Kita's perception earlier and what I'm assuming Kita told you. It is not city big. It's bigger than the last room, but it's not that big.
Yeah, I'm just like, as we go down deeper and deeper, you find an underground city. It's like, oh crap,
No, no.
it's fine. It's just the theatrics in my brain.
So, are we all able to fit in a single minecart?
the
Okay.
Go ahead.
The people want to ride in it.
I was going to say, the question isn't can we fit, it's whether you can get Elizabeth to go in it. Because she will not. She will refuse.
um,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
go ahead.
Also, I can make a. Can I make a persuasion check?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah. That's a 17.
Alright, what do I contest that with?
that's a great question.
Insight? Maybe?
Yeah.
Or maybe just like a whiz something or other.
Yeah.
They're both the same thing. Let's see how this goes.
Mm.
Yeah. Alright. Cool.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. I don't know how the hell you manage this, Kia.
Kitty cat eyes.
Yeah, I was hoping that'd
Yeah.
be the case.
Goddamn
Yeah.
Puss in Boots.
As Keita makes those big old kitty cat eyes, Elizabeth's gonna look to the tracks and then look back to the car and look to Keita and look back to the tracks. And Keita, actually no, I think this is gonna. No, yeah, this is obvious to everyone. They're gonna see like her face clearly flickers with something. Before her shoulders sag and then straighten again. And all right, fine, but you are not going to rock the cart, understand? We don't know how old this is. Very old, apparently. And
As old
we
as
don't
you?
know how stable it is.
Oh my god.
Don't be mean to your elders. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how bad that can go. At
Kita's
some
voice,
point,
you can't
I'm
tell
gonna have
me
to
what
take
to
a
do.
level of warlock. You know, for reasons.
Reasons.
For reasons. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kita, Elsie, and Elizabeth are all getting in the minecart.
Yeah.
Tsubasa is walking beside the minecart to draw with chalk on the ground to know where we have and haven't been.
Hooray.
And I'll go ahead and try to make a strength check for Wax to push the minecart.
Yay!
Roll a
If you need any
d4
help pushing.
as Kita is going to give him guidance.
Oh,
Plus 1d4. Let's see if I can do this.
let's hope you're strong.
Let's see if I did this command correctly. Uh-oh.
Oh my
That's
god.
so upsetting.
Oh.
Oh. Oh
I
wow!
For the audience.
I
2 nat ones on both die.
I'm picturing like Wax goes to start pushing the cart forward and just footing didn't work out, so they slip and quite literally face plant like in between the rails.
Oh gosh, are you okay? They're gonna attempt to try to help Wax up.
He just sort of gives like a very weak thumbs up, like they didn't just eat shit.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Fine. My coaches say a lot of times I gotta work on my strength. Cough, cough. Elsie is from at least the backstory I wrote, is a track and field kind of person,
Oh, nice.
but they have a -1 in strength.
Oh
A
no.
mood.
Um, I'm
So Sue
gonna
wants to make a medicine check.
go ahead. As Wax gets up and it's just they're gonna try again.
They're also dusting him off again. If you need any help, I can help while I'm not marking up the track.
Wax gives him another thumbs up. Um, you get the feeling their pride is hurt more than anything else because wow, they sure did just like really eat shit. I'm gonna try to roll again. Oh, that's
nice.
so much better. I still got a nat 1 on the D4, but it's okay because I got a 22.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
A nat 1 on a d4 is not as painful as a nat 1 on a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to have both at the same time.
That's
Wax really
improbable. Well, okay, not as improbable of double nat ones, but I'm not speaking
Wax
from
really
experience
is
here.
getting clowned on.
Yeah. But with 22, Wax does start, pushing the minecart through this big room. And if it's all right with all of you, we are an hour into it, so are we okay with taking a short break?
This is
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, so we can do like a 10-minute ish break just to, get water, all that fun stuff that we do during the break, and we can
Right.
meet back up at 25 ish after the hour.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Ooh,
Break time.
break time.
And recording has been paused. And I'm the only one here. Okay.
Wonderful. I am also here.
Oh, Talis, do you want to hear? Have you heard of the RPG Lancer?
I have. I've like that's one of those games that's like, ooh, I want to try this.
It's quite fun, and my character has one of the talents you can get, or talent slash perks, is you create a basic AI and you can upgrade it.
Oh.
So I have like a mid tier AI, so like it's as good as others, but I can make it better. And there's a mystery going on, and my character gets called to their mech by the AI. It's like, hey, Newt, which is my character's name, are we friends? Yeah, AI, I like to think we're friends. Good, good. Do you trust me? Sure. Bang.
Horrible things to hear. Uh-oh.
Fucking cockpit slammed shut. Followed immediately by, and that's where we're ending the session.
Uh-oh. I may be developing trust issues.
Look, my character made an AI for the sole purpose of. The last time someone did this, that AI went rogue and stole the moon. I want to make you better. You're still on a planet.
Oh god.
that's part of the lore is this AI called Ra became fully sentient and teleported the moon Deimos out of Mars's orbit and vanished.
Oh god.
So my character has taken that as a challenge.
I've only really I tend to like absorb a lot of RPG information from actual plays and stuff. The only one that I've really heard from Lancer is I think it's called No Home in Twilight, which was very fun.
No Home in Twilight.
Let me see if that's correct. I'm pretty sure
Oh
it
yeah,
is though.
is a campaign on the Stabbiness channel.
Yeah, that's the one. They like the I think the premise is effectively this this planet got attacked by a bunch of like alien what are the words like
NHPs.
unidentified, yeah, unidentified like robots and like being occupied by that, and effectively the planet is cut off from outside like communications, and this former construction company just like, well, we have construction mechs, let's just become a mercenary company.
Oh yeah, that fits considering I know of at least two um one, 10. One of the mechs, the kobold, its whole thing is it used to be a construction frame that got weaponized during a rebellion.
Ooh.
So it has like a fucking blue cannon, a welder, like all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Yeah. It's super fun. And I think last time I watched it, which was I think they're up to episode
Oh, they added two new companies.
it looks
Oh,
like 9 or 10. Oh yeah, it looks like 10 is the the most recent. Last time I watched, one of the guys, because they rotate a bunch of different people in for games. One of the guys' first games in the show, they got shot down and effectively ejected out of their mech and get shot by a mech, uh, by a pilot. So it was just like, oh shit, death is real. And then they like the next episode, they literally just spend the entire time RPing and doing a funeral, while that person like created another character which is almost identical.
they didn't get a chance to show them off.
No, I just find that little bit very funny, but it's just like the characters mourning this character because like they had this in the beginning they had a flashback to like before the war, uh and like a couple people were like being shown off uh these new mech designs from off planet. It's like, oh, these look real cool. Oh, the future's looking up. Cut to planet is like the sun's dying because it's like I think the sun got shot or something, and they're still feeling that kind of stuff. And like everyone is stuck in a horrible position, and people are just trying to help. But damn,
Mm.
just like oh, the gritty grimdark of just like a either a good or very bad Gundam show. So some of those get very bad. Some of those are real fun.
Yeah, so the mech I'm using is called the Pegasus, and its whole thing is it does like it doesn't have that much cool stuff. Well, like in terms of like, it doesn't have like over the top weapons. It has over the top systems.
Ooh. All right.
So the first gun it gets is a smart gun, which means you don't roll damage. If you can draw a line to the target, that works. The second thing you get is the mimic gun. The way that works is roll 3d20, and each turn that is its range.
Oh.
So it's like you roll 3d20 and you swap to a different d20 every turn. And half of the range is the damage. And then
Interesting. That's very odd, but I kind of love it.
it also has the ability extrude gun. Ability? Gun. Semicolons. Gun. What this does is, once per turn, as a free action, pick a target within 15 range. They take 1 damage. This does not count as an attack. It hits automatically, ignores cover, resistances, armor, shields, and the final sentence of its ability is no rule in the book or any other can supersede this.
So it's just plink damage,
Yep.
but unavoidable. That seems real
Mm.
nice.
And one of its abilities is for the rest of the scene, you can use it 3 times around instead of once.
Ooh.
For free.
I'd love to try Lancer one of these days. From what I understand, it's like a hex grid
Yeah.
type game, and you really
Mhm.
need the grid for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Also, there aren't any bad mechs. Like the starting ones, they are jack of all trades.
Interesting.
They have no flaws. Like yeah, they seem basic, but it's like they have decent health, decent healing, like all that. Oh yeah, the passive ability for the Pegasus is, by the way, I know everything. And when you would roll damage, you take the average.
Oh, I
Wonderful.
made it.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
We are nerding out over mechs in a mech tabletop game.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Neat.
And then the final, and its AI that it unlocks is called Sisyphus. And it has the ability of bend probability, aka roll 2d20, and until the end of your next turn, you can swap out any roll with one of those two.
Important stuff. Oh wow. Like I
Yeah.
would definitely like I would love to try it just to give it a shot. And I would probably build like my thought is because I love me my Tau, like a stealth suit that just has like a gun on front is like I have to have super short range, but I'm invisible when I need to get there and just like hi, molten slag in your face.
Yeah, because the way it works is you pick a frame, but as long as you have a license. So, for example, to unlock a frame, you need basically 2 points in that mech. 1 point generally will unlock their weapon. So like something like that, like a stealth one that requires you to get up close and then hit them like hard. Yeah, that's quite easy to do.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite archetypes in games is just like uh stealth as much as you can and then massive damage. This is why I love rogues in D&D.
And also, um, speaking of labyrinth mazes, one of the mechs is called the Minotaur.
Oh boy.
Its ability is one of its like passive things is they they cannot pass through it. But and it doesn't matter if they 10 times your size, they can't go past you.
Interesting.
And it does this by fucking with space.
Yeah, like the series that I was talking about has I think a bunch of like homebrew mechs because one of the alien mechs it looks like it's made out of like literal plants and like biomechanical stuff, and the other one it kind of reminds me of if you've ever played Metal Gear Rising or Vengeance, the
Oh
guy
yeah.
with the size who's just like connected by electromagnetism.
Yep.
Yeah, like that was one of the other enemy mechs that they had to take down. Like, oh, that's dope and terrifying.
Mm. Uh, One of the perks my character has picked up is called Nuclear Cavalier.
Oh no.
And its whole thing is upon gaining your mech, you realize it's powered by a nuclear reactor. You can weaponize that.
Huh.
So, so the first
Weird game
point is
systems.
when your mech is at a certain degree of heat, all of your attacks deal more heat. Rank 2, um, it now you can now swap out the damage of your attack to energy.
Ooh, well, that's good. Like, from what I understand from Lancer, being able to change the energy type of your weapon is very good because some things are just take nothing from like physical damage, but can
Uh,
just get
no, you don't swap out damage,
murdered.
you add an extra d6 of energy damage.
Oh.
Rank 3 is called Here, Cat. You gain the Fuel Rod gun,
Oh no. That just sounds bad.
and one of its things is it has fuck all range, but every time you use it, your heat plummets.
Oh, you're right. Because heat is how you like chain activation stuff.
Mm. Do you? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, yeah, I'm good to continue if you guys are.
Yeah, same.
I will continue
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
fine.
this.
I
You
was
not
gonna be like,
stop me.
this sure took a turn.
That's fine. It's fine. We
No, I
spent
think
the
it's neat, but
literal
I'm also like, oh.
we spent the literal entire break just nerding out on mechs.
Yeah.
As much as I love talking about mechs and anything robot, we are still we do still have a game to do. So.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You could stop us at any time.
We're all good though.
Yep, real
Yeah.
quick, I'm trying to send
Yeah.
you uh the app that the creators made for it. They let you just browse. They'll check it in player chat as well,
Yeah.
just in case anyone's
Cough, cough.
curious.
Nico. Physical butts.
Okay. But with that, the party as a whole has been walking. Well, two of us are walking. The rest of you are riding in this minecart, for a while. And to save myself a little bit of time, they were walking the whole break. Don't even worry about it. Going, backtracking if they needed to. If a turn they took led to a dead end or whatever, you know, fun filler content.
We hit a loading screen. It's fine.
Yeah, it was the
Montage!
it was the montage slash loading screen moments. Now that we are back into it, you what my words they left. I lost where I'm at in my notes also, which is very 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 cool. Um, okay, here we are.
You are very cool.
Eventually, eventually, the railway sort of comes to an end. Wax stops pushing the cart, but for lack of a better term, the railway goes through this, but it's closed. It's like a giant iron double door. If you've ever played like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, like the doors to Hyrule Castle, like the entranceway, they've got them two big metal doors that like you can grab and open. It's kind of like that, but a lot bigger.
Just okay.
Built into
This
the
is
cave wall. The rail sort of looks like it goes through it, but the minecart wouldn't. Roll perception on the door, please. Any of you,
Wonderful.
all of you, whatever.
wonderful.
All of
wonderful,
us.
wonderful, wonderful. This looks ominous.
Yay!
I would just say that the Drake companion has kind of just curled up to sleep around Elizabeth's neck because not much is happening. And they are in a cave. They don't like to fly blind. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's a 29 from Kita and a 9 from Elsie.
Kita
yes.
can you receive all?
Right. And perception, you said.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
So one of these things.
One of these things is not like the others. So again, Kita got a 29, Elsie got a 9, Elizabeth got a 23, and Tsubasa got a 22. Elsie is so concerned with how fucking big the door is that she just isn't paying attention. The rest of you who have eyes and can see, I mean, it's a big door. You can tell that it is made out of metal as opposed to most of the other sort of doors or things that you've seen in here outside of the mine carts. It's got, bolts and stuff on it big metal door. It's built into the wall just like everything else is. However, you can see very obviously where the minecart leads to, like, quote unquote, go through the door. There's a huge dent. It's not
In the door?
Yes, on the door, on the door. It's not like broken through, but it does look like someone tried to beat the shit out of the door.
Okay. Important. Is the dent going out towards us or
No.
in?
It like something on your end tried to get through the door.
Okay. That's concerning.
You can tell that, like, whatever made it was not made in, like, a frantic manner. It wasn't like something was trying to escape. It more looks like someone was trying to get the stress out. Or something.
They punched the door.
Not exactly.
I would say punch or just hit it.
Kita got a 29, so I feel like I can give this to Kita. Though the dent is bigger than the minecart that you are all sitting in. Like, you can assume that a minecart was meant to go through the door because the tracks do, but there's very obviously not a minecart shaped hole in the door, which implies that the door opens to let the minecarts through. But then why is someone beating up the door?
Is the door locked?
I don't know. You have to get out of the minecart and find out.
Yeah, just gonna pop out.
Well, I'm glad we traveled slowly. Looks like somebody crashed in here.
Just gonna do some investigation
Mhm.
on the door. Not my best thing, but
Me either.
I'm blind. Don't mind me.
It's another
No.
9. You can't
I
tell.
had
Looks
I
like a
had
door.
cast light on my hair.
Yep, you can't tell if it's locked or not. Elsie.
Why do they need such a big door? If it's just for the minecart.
I think that the question is, why were they so desperate to get through it?
Well, are there any like handles or doorknobs or anything?
Not really. It does like kind of look like people would like the door does open, but it doesn't look like there's any like handles on it. Um
Oh, maybe it's a pull door and they thought it was a push door.
That,
Hmm.
considering that this is... I'm not too sure about that. She's gonna look at the other two. Do any of you have any other insights?
um if everyone is just sort of looking at the door, Wax is gonna look at whoever is still inside the minecart and just I'm going to ask you politely to exit the minecart.
He's just gonna climb one out.
Just put all hands and feet outside of the minecart at all times.
Right now.
Please remove everything from the minecart. Elizabeth and Elsie, I'm assuming you're exiting the vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an athletics for Elizabeth.
Please, no.
She's
Oh,
old.
boy.
Can I? Kita is going to give assistance and guidance.
Okay. Okay.
See, I know this woman is old.
So assistance. So I was gonna do it disadvantage because of her age. But you were giving assistance, so that kind of negates that, and it's just a +4.
Yes. D4.
E4. Okay. Let me figure this out.
So basically, want to do a roll.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Live.
It's a little bumpy, but you do get out in one piece easily.
Her
Yay.
knees crack.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Her knees crack on the way out.
There's a little bit of bones crunching, but like it's okay.
I hope not.
Okay.
It's fine.
So if everyone has exited the minecart and has stepped away from both the minecart and the railway,
Uh-huh.
please, please.
I'm all scared.
Okay, so that's a 12. Wax sort of steps back a little bit, pulling the minecart with him, and then does like a sort of running start and then shoves the minecart into the door.
Ah!
The door
I thought I'm gonna run into the door.
The minecart did, but Wax didn't. Wax stopped pushing before that would happen. Um, the door, well, I mean, obviously, a loud bang echoes throughout this huge fucking room. Because metal minecart against metal door. Yeah. But the door does budge a little bit.
Little warning would have been nicer, but okay.
Do you Sue is just floating here.
Just gonna move the minecart back. All right, let's try that again. Let's see if it's moved. I will give assistance to Wax this time.
Okay, so remind me how exactly assistance works.
You get advantage on the roll.
Oh, yippee!
And also get a D4.
Okie dokie. That's 1d4. So here's the first roll. Okay.
Yeah.
3 plus 1d4. Oops, I fucked it up.
Pressed the wrong spot. It's okay.
Oh no! Ah, jeez. Nice shucks, JJ.
Okay, so that's a
Here we
19.
go.
So, Wax pulls the minecart back and does it all again. And the door does, budge a bit more. So, like, theoretically, if you could go, if you wanted to go through single file, you could now. The door is cracked open a little bit. Not, like, broken, but, like, how when you crack the door a little to let air in? It's like that.
Isn't there a better way to do this?
Before anyone does anything, Elizabeth is going to look around and say, all right, before anyone decides to go through that door, because I know you want to go through that door, do we have anything to keep the door propped and not have it slam on us? Just in case.
I have my stick.
I also have a
Oh.
pole. Let me look at this pack.
So Kita is just going to reach into their hammer space once more. And they pull out their removable rod again.
Nice.
Where do you
And
get
that's gonna...
this fancy stuff?
Is that in or out of character?
In character, it's like, hang, like, where are you getting all this fancy stuff?
I acquired it at the store.
Okay.
Which is my way
That
of
sounds
saying
like a
I don't
lie.
know. I have no idea where the fuck people get draft point stuff from.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. They found it.
Yeah, Kita found this stick.
It's theirs now.
Yeah, so that's gonna hand it to Wax. He goes, "Cause you're tall, can you just put it high up so that no one else can turn it off?"
Sorry, choking on a chip again.
Nah.
But Wax will take the immovable rod and just sort of put it up in the doorway. You do not have to roll insight or anything. You can kind of tell that with how much force it took to open the door, you kind of get the feeling that it wasn't locked. It just kind of gets stuck. And with the door this big, you kind of need to take drastic measures to get it open. So you don't really need to put your immovable rod up there, but Wax is not going to argue.
I don't trust like that. Elizabeth doesn't know this. She's an old dog. She's seen too many caves.
But now that Kita's immovable rod is turned on and in the door, are we going through the door?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. So we all go through the crack in the double doors, these big double doors. Let me see where I am in my notes. Okie dokie. The room is kind of similar to the one you just left. There is a distinct lack of digging supplies, though. Um, there are still some, and there are like a couple of mine carts lying around. Some are on their sides, some are just, sitting here. Um, the room does appear a little smaller, but not by a lot. It's a cave.
Hooray.
Well, that's
Guess it's-
bullshit.
Squints.
Nah, I'm
Should I?
rolling that again because that's bullshit.
Huh? What is it? What are
That's
you
a little
doing?
better. Okay, Nico,
Are
what
we
was that?
perception?
Nico, what was
Oh. Are we not rolling perception?
that? You can.
Are we all rolling perception?
You can.
Was
I
that
just saw- I
perception for?
I just saw
No.
people roll.
No.
Okay, never mind. Ignore it then.
Been doing very well with looking today.
Does the light keep shining in my eyes?
Is this the bit now?
Somewhat.
Oh, that means so that's a 7.
Oh no. Okay.
I
So
think Sue is still distracted because it's again, Sue has been checking up on Wax, and man, things sure seem kind of suspicious. But also, it's kind of dark in here, and I'm afraid of whatever you rolled.
yeah, speaking of the thing that I rolled. Ooh, excuse me. How do I want to go about doing this? So, Nico and Elizabeth, the two of you hear a sort of scaring noise, a sort of scuttling noise. You're not quite sure exactly where it's coming from because the sound kind of echoes in here. It's a big empty cave room. But you do hear a sort of scuttling noise, and you are 100% certain that it is not coming from someone in your party.
Cool. Elizabeth immediately shifts her stance and readies her staff, and she will quietly mutter to everyone, "Perhaps it would be best to prepare ourselves. I hear something in here."
Is it spiders? I hope not.
I don't know. It's better to be prepared than not.
I'm gonna feel so bad doing this. Oh, never mind. Well, I was like, I'm gonna feel so bad if this hits. But I don't need to be.
And in fact, it's not.
No, it doesn't. However, so what happens is that Elizabeth says this, and then the scuttling stops, and then a very large thing drops off of the ceiling in an attempt to attack Tsubasa, and that's a 4.
Oh my
I
God.
missed by a lot. So everyone go ahead and roll initiative. I love not being able to run combat.
Jesus.
Okay, can I offer a suggestion? It falls, it tries to fall on Tsubasa, and you just hear a splat noise.
A very loud, echoey splat noise as this thing hits the ground.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
My initiative is not great.
This sure is an initiative order so far.
Oh, yeah, watch this. 6.
Oh no!
Well, this
Ah,
sure
shit.
is
Here we go again.
an initiative order. What is my initiative? Oh, I got no bonus. Hooray!
Okay, so I assume Keita and Wax are gonna have to roll off to see who goes first.
Yeah,
That's
wow,
not
that's an exact
that's
same.
not wax.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. I haven't rolled wax yet.
Oh, but
Uh,
Elizabeth has no modifier, so.
So she's gonna go
Yeah.
after the thing. And the Drake goes after her currently. This
Damn,
is
I'm
the,
really at the
this
end,
is,
aren't
this
I?
is the current order. Give me a sec. I kind of forgot I had to roll wax. Not gonna lie. Well, here's wax. Yes, sorry, Tsubasa, you are at the end.
Don't worry, I'm used to it. This just creature.
Creature. Let me pin this. Pin this.
look at this
Okay.
little creature.
Look at this little creature. Okay. So this is the initiative order. Elsie, you're up first. This thing just splatted behind Tsubasa. What do you do?
He does the like thing where you shiver and you're like,
All right. Well, I am going to try to back off a little bit and then shoot it with a frostbite. It's
Okay.
just like her arm gets like because she looks like clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Her arm gets a little darker and then just shoots out a like a sleet, a piece of sleet at the thing.
Okay. Roll to hit. Yeah,
holy shit.
I would say that hits. That's
Elsie
a
ain't playing
25.
around.
Natural 20. So yeah, that hits. And because it's a 20, it's double damage. So go ahead and roll me said damage.
Okay. Because I'm level 6, get a damage increase. So it is. Is it double the dice or roll
Double.
and?
We're gonna do double the damage. So whatever, like, say if you roll a 5, it's gonna be a 10.
Okay. So this is normally 2d6. So let's see what happens. Is it plus anything? No, it's just 2d6, and they have disadvantage on the next attack roll that they make.
The creature.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 8
No.
damage.
That's 8 damage in total.
Okie dokie. Easy math. Okay. So you do very much, blast this thing while it's down. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Just backing up, backing away, because sorcerer.
Oh.
Okay. Moving on. Kita, you are the next person in the initiative order. What would you like to do?
As a bonus action, Kita's going to use. They're going to cast Hunter's Mark on it. I think. Do you know? They're going to use Favored Foe. So, for the next minute, I believe it's a minute, they deal an extra d4 damage to this creature.
Creature.
And they're going to attack. They're going to use Primal Savagery on it.
Okay, so remind me what Hunter's Mark does. I think I can pull that up, but I don't remember how to do it with Avray.
Well, I'm using.
I don't remember what the spell command is, how to look it up.
Basically,
I think it's
I
/R
do it.
and then you just type the spell, isn't it? Or exclamation R.
We're gonna find out.
No,
I
it's
basically
/R.
do an
It's
I just do an extra D6 of damage to it.
That didn't work.
Let me try.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the command for help, so I'll just while you're help. Uh,
Let's
dice.
see. Kita's gonna basically target it, and then they're gonna then walk up and hit it with primal savagery. Roll. Is it prone?
Uh, technically
Does it hit?
no,
No, it's not prone.
no.
No.
Okay then. D20. What is my?
The first one.
Oh, I was only weapon. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I won't do that then, because that's weapon, and I'm gonna hit it with magic.
Okay, so you are not casting Hunter's Mark, but you are casting Primal Savagery.
Yes. I don't have anything else that.
I don't know that I spelled that right. That's dumb.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Savagery.
It's fine. I'll just pull up 5e tools and fucking look it up.
That's a
Everybody's gonna be
17.
to hit.
Yes.
Give me 2 seconds to read over the spell. Okay, and you said it's a 17 to hit. That hits. So go ahead and roll me your damage.
Primal savagery. That's a. What damage die is that? Sorry, my character sheet doesn't have that listed.
This
I am very.
says on a hit, the target takes 1d10 acid damage. The spell's damage increases by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, 11th level, and 17th level. So
Okay, cool. So they then they take 2d10, and this triggers Kita's Swarm Keeper ability because they are attacking something. This creature also takes 1d6 piercing damage. Fuck. No, wait, yeah. Motherfuck, that's 6 damage.
I better than nothing.
yeah, that's true. Okie
Yep,
dokie.
so they just kind of graze it. And as a bonus action, bonus. They are going to activate Starry Form, because they are also a Star Druid.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh boy.
And they are activating Archer.
Okay. I gotta
Ooh.
remember what that does.
As on activation and as a bonus action, you can make a ranged spell attack with 60 feet, dealing 1d8 plus wisdom in radiant damage. So after just swinging down with their claws, the kind of glowing space dust hanging in the bulb hanging from their waist, it begins to spread and cover them. And then there's going to quickly fling a dart of magic.
And you can do that on this turn?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, this is the roll to hit.
That's the roll to
So-
hit. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, you hit. That's 21. You hit.
I believe the swarm can also. Let me check the exact wording of the star droid. Because does this. If this counts as an attack, I might be able to. I can add an extra d6. Yeah, because this is an attack, so. As an extra 6 damage. This is painful.
Actually, you're gonna be really happy to know that it's actually 12 damage.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
sweet. It's,
Wow.
it's vulnerable to radiant?
Yes.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
Huh?
And I'm gonna end my turn.
Wow.
Neato. Okie dokie. So you just blasted the shit out of this creature a little bit, and it kind of pissed it off a little bit. So it is going to, attempt to attack you. Give me a second to roll some silly little dice, because that's what we do in the dice game.
Wow, who would have thought?
I don't assume that hits.
Well, no.
What are you aiming for?
It would be so cool if my cool little enemies that I spent all this time building could actually hit stuff.
Now you know my
It's
pain.
fine. It's so fine, actually.
Don't worry. I just have a thing to make sure it has disadvantage if I hit.
It's fine. So this creature attempts to slash at Kita and misses. I don't have anything else for it to do, so that is the creature's turn.
Wow.
Elizabeth, what would you like to do?
Hi. Well, she did not like that surprise. So what she's gonna do, she is going to cast Hunter's Mark on the creature.
Oh,
So basically, I get an extra d6 damage to the target whenever I hit it with a weapon attack, and I
Okay.
have advantage on perception and survival checks to find the damn thing.
Well, it's right here at the moment.
At the moment,
at the moment.
and then she's gonna hit it with her stick very hard.
Okay, roll the hit.
Give me just a second, I want to make sure that I roll everything properly because she has lots of stuff on her sheet. Does it give me a bunch to hit? I don't think it does. No. Okay, let's try and hit this thing. Please hit. Please, old lady, hit. So does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it sure does. Go ahead and roll your damage with your extra 1d6.
Extra ones. I get 2 extra d6s actually. Because
Oh.
she has a feat.
Ooh.
What one is it called? It's the dueling fighting style. So if she's only smacking at it, with if she's only smacking at it with one hand, she can add a +2 to her damage rolls. Oh no, wait, that's just plus the damage rolls. Never mind, ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, no, it is just d6. Cool. Okay, neat. I can read. I can fight. Right, so d6.
Oh, y'all are wailing on this thing.
Yeah.
And Sue's just standing here.
5, 2. So that is 5 plus 1 plus 2. And then... No, that didn't work. Okay. And then, so that's an 8, and then the second hit, and that's a 4. So 12 damage. 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So let me do math in my head. Okie dokie. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No, she can't at the... Well, no, she can move, but she's going to keep within range of this thing and just keep her guard up, and she's just going to say, keep your ears open. If you hear it making a run at you or away, just let us know where it's going. And that's it.
Okie dokie. So then it's Wax's turn, and I actually didn't think that far ahead.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't quite get that far. I didn't think about it until I was like, oh shit, I'm part of combat. I should probably think about what to do with my combat.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
It's okay. I've been kind of zoning. I mean, I've been hearing it, but my brain's like, you should probably think about what you're gonna do. And I'm like, no.
Nothing but dire docs up here.
Well, that didn't really work out. Well, that was the plan that fell through. Okay, so Wax is maybe I won't cast that either. My plans sure to just keep falling through.
I mean, you can. Don't let yourself stop you.
Remember, you're the DM. You can do whatever you want.
This is true, but like I'm looking at like definitions of spells and I'm like, well, that doesn't quite work out. That doesn't work out either. That one would maybe harm the rest of the party, and I'm not trying to do that. Not with this character anyway.
Yeah, not with this one.
I'm trying to do that with the creature, not with Wax. Okay. I didn't make a map, which I realize, is never a good thing to do with combat. But how many of you are like actually close to Wax? Wax is not near this thing, but Wax is within 15 feet of this thing, which means that...
I mean, this thing splatted right next to Sue, so...
Yeah. Elsie did back up. Elizabeth, how far away from the thing are you? Are you still right up against it, or... Do.
Oh, sorry. Hello. I also spaced out. Yeah, I'm at least within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
Sorry, I made your life harder, Wax.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. This is okay. You know what? The heck with it. Wax is going to use part of their movement to get up close to this creature, and is going to just attack with one of their sickles, because any of the spells I wanted to cast might actually hurt the party, and I'm not trying to do that with Wax. So that actually doesn't hit.
Oh,
I
no.
Oh
can't
my
win.
god.
I can't win, bro.
JJ's
Even
trying to beat
against
themselves
your-
up.
I can't
Just
even beat
can't do it.
myself up, let alone. Okay. So Wax, swings and just barely misses actually hitting this thing. Um I don't have anything else that I really want to do with my turn because um no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, I don't really want to use any of this just yet. So, yeah, nope. That's Wax's turn. Who's next on the list? Elizabeth Drake, what are you? It is your turn.
Oh yeah, cool. My Drake. Hello. Yes. The Drake is unhappy at having been awoken.
No.
And now there's fighting going on. Oh joy. So the Drake is just gonna do what it all likes to do. Let out a screech, flap its wings, and then try and bite this thing.
Little munch.
Um,
Little crunch.
Crunch. I believe it's I don't remember what its damage type was last time. I think it was fire. Um,
I think so.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
is that it? Is that it?
Yeah.
Did I hit you? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, go. And then I got a d6 here in my hands. I'm gonna roll this and see what happens. Oh, look at that. It's max damage. Plus 3
Hey, look at
fire
you.
damage. We got 6 piercing and then 3 fire.
For a total of 9. Let me do
Yeah.
math.
So everyone's probably gonna see or hear a screech, see something die, see like a shadow dive bomb, and then like a flash of yellow orange flaring light clamping onto wherever the hell this thing is.
Yep. Does the Drake want to do anything else with their turn?
No, they want to hold on and grr, basically. They want to bite.
Okie dokie. So then Tsubasa, it's your turn, bud. A lot sure just happened in the past half a
6
minute.
seconds. Yeah, is it still difficult to see in here? Like, is it dark or dim or whatever?
So technically, yes. I like to I like to say that for combat purposes, no, because you can see what's going on. That
I
might
will
just
say,
be. Go ahead.
because Keto isn't in their star form, they are glowing.
Ah.
So 10 feet around them is bright light, and then an extra 10 feet is dim light.
So even without Kita's, glowing form, I don't like to inflict the you can't see when it comes to combat. That
I can't see shit.
that
Help.
feels mean to me. So like if there was no combat, you guys would have trouble seeing, but because there is, you can at least see the fight. You can see what's going on. If you're looking for stuff throughout the room, you might have trouble seeing, but to do combat specific things like hitting it, you're not going to be disadvantaged because there's quote unquote no light.
Cool. So Sue is like right next to this creature.
Uh-huh. And so is everyone else now. Wow, it's crowded in here.
what should what should I roll to try and like identify this creature?
History maybe?
Ah, yes, I've seen this somewhere.
I will give you advantage on your history roll, though.
You know, I've never been so scared to be given advantage.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna need the advantage. Whew. So, oh my goodness, let me guess. Well, either way, that's with advantage.
I
Um,
mean, that's fine. The
he has no
DC
modifiers.
the DC was not very high. Um, it does kind of look like a much bigger version of the thing that you guys fought when you were outside. This one also sure does have some things that the other one couldn't do, but that's okay.
Fear.jpg. All right. Does that take up an action of mine?
No,
Okay. No, I was just curious.
no.
I guess I'll do that and then try to do that. Hmm. Ah, yes. I'm ready to do this again.
Here we go
So,
again.
yeah, let me write this down. Because my guy has key points. Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bank.
So, I am for the moment going to spend 1 key point for Step of the Wind to kind of disengage so this thing doesn't opportunity attack me.
That's what it tried to do the first time, and we know how that went.
Yeah, but
They
like, you
fucking
know,
missed.
don't want to take chances here. I lucked out once. But, where is this creature facing? I guess the last person who attacked it? The Drake?
Yes, it is currently facing the Drake, yes.
Okay.
Well,
cool.
I mean, I guess the Drake is like, do correct me. You said that the Drake was like holding on to it,
Yeah,
sort of.
the
So, okay.
Drake is clinging on with its little teethies and making growling noises.
So theoretically, then, technically, the creature would be facing Wax because it
That was the last one who attempted to attack
yes.
it.
In retrospect, it is probably trying to shake the Drake off of it, but because, you know, like each round is only 6 seconds, you know, a lot sure is happening in 6 seconds. So,
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm using that key point. Then, if possible, I'm gonna use some of my movement to go around to
okay.
behind the creature.
Okay.
We're doing this again.
Back up a little bit more, since my jump distance is doubled. I'm gonna leap onto this thing.
Okay, I will ask.
So should I roll like
Yeah.
both stealth and some kind of acrobatics or something?
I mean, you don't have to roll stealth because of like, wow, everyone just swarmed this thing. So it's kind of very much distracted right now, especially since some people, not Wax, are actually landing blows on it. So it's you do not have to roll stealth. You do have to roll like athletics or acrobatics or something to get on it.
Okay, I'm rolling acrobatics.
That's what I thought you'd say.
Well, you gave me the choice. You
Yeah.
gave me the option. And stuff. Where the hell am I rolling? And I dropped it. Help, help. I sure know how to pick up dice. Okay, I sure hope that is probably, I hope so. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so you go and you take a running start into a jump to land on this creature. So now both the Drake and Tsubasa are riding this creature.
God damn it.
Like it's a fucked up carnival ride.
Hooray. I know I won't have enough because that probably counts as my action.
Yep, no, you're done.
Yes.
No more.
But of course, we know the next course of actions he's gonna take.
But until then, Elsie, it is your turn again.
So many things have happened.
So much
There's a
happened in
child
the
on this
last
thing.
second.
Yeah, Shatter's not a good idea.
I mean,
Please
Nope.
you
don't.
could try.
That's why the spells I was debating on casting but didn't are Thunderwave and Thunderclap, and I didn't because everyone is right here. Everyone is right here, so Wax didn't cast those.
Everyone's here.
Yeah. So, Elsie is going to like look at all this and okay, gonna look at the ground, see if there's some debris to cast catapult on it.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
probably some rocks lying around. I mean, from what you gathered from the last room, this is like some sort of mining thing. So there are some rocks and rubble laying on the ground.
I'm gonna spend 2 points on Quicken Spell, because Sorcerer, to do that as a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, I believe it is. Let me roll. Let me see the thing. Catapult, level 1 spell. They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, yippee. Let me find out what I did with the stat block really quick. Okay.
Where'd they go?
I will be kind and roll it at disadvantage because I have people on me. That's the first roll.
Oh,
So
Oh,
19.
okay.
even with people.
Please.
All right. Unfortunate. This is actually kind of bad.
Oops.
Let me read this out, and I'll also copy and paste it.
Uh-oh.
One object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't worn or carried. The object is flies in a straight line 90 feet in a direction of your choice, or falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object stops going.
Oh.
And has the potential of hitting someone else.
Yeah, so
But
I'm gonna
Fun.
roll a d2.
Let's
Okay.
see who gets got.
Yeah. Let's see who gets got.
On a
It's
1,
me.
it's the Drake, and on a 2, it's
Yeah.
Tsubasa.
Hooray.
I am
No!
sorry for whoever gets hit.
Let me take the hit. I can do it.
The Drake.
Damn it.
So the Drake
No.
just got hit with a rock.
Not the baby.
Neat.
Squeaky
Roll your
toy.
damage.
Oh, not the baby.
Roll a dexterity save.
Oh,
Oh,
you still
sweet,
rolling.
yeah.
Okay.
You still have to roll.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, okay. Would I don't suppose this would do it.
Only a
Ooh.
13. He's 13.
I'm going to say then that the rock is headed for the Drake, but because of the creature that it's biting is like swinging around and trying to get both it and Tsubasa off of it, the rock just like the creature ducks down trying to shake off the creature or shake off the Drake, and the rock just sails over the Drake's head.
Yeah, that makes
The
that
Drake
makes
is none the
sense.
wiser.
So Elsie just like kind of just lifts her arms out and then just picks up a stone or something and then just flicks it towards the thing. And it just goes flying past both of them. It's like, all right. And then I'm gonna be a little turd. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
frostbite it again.
Okay.
No, I am better at lightning damage. So I will try to impede this thing's movement even more.
Everyone's just dogpiled on this thing. None of them have a clue what it is.
I'm gonna use a lightning lure.
Oh,
Okay.
Sue has a clue.
It has to make a strength save, or take
Oh.
2d8 lightning damage. If
Okay.
it fails, it gets pulled 10 feet towards me.
So strength save.
Strength save.
10.
That does not beat the 13 DC. So
Okay.
it takes 2d8 lightning damage and gets pulled towards me along with everyone else.
Do you roll the 2d8 or do I do that?
I'll do it. It's damage.
Okie dokie. And then the creature, the Drake, and Tsubasa are all a lot closer to Elsie now than they were a minute ago.
Elsie's going
Jeez.
to back the hell up, using the Storm Sorcerers. When I cast a leveled spell, I can move without taking opportunity attacks 10 feet
yeah.
away.
Oh yeah, okay. So okay. So now the only ones that are like close to it, or like on top of it, I should say, are Drake and Tsubasa. Everyone else is still within 10 feet of it, or just like on the outskirts of 10 feet, but those two are riding it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kita, it is your turn. What do you
Cool.
do?
As a bonus action, Peter's gonna fire another one of those little radiant bolts
Okay.
at the
Roll to hit.
13.
No, that does not hit. You just narrowly miss
Okay.
it.
Cool. And then for their action,
Huh.
they're
That's
going to
weird.
cast Guiding Bolt. They only use one of their free uses of Guiding Bolt at first level. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
And this. And how much Guiding Bolt does? 4d6
Yikes.
plus an extra d6 of piercing.
And guiding bolt is what kind of damage?
It is radiant.
Okay, so
Yay!
That is 15 radiant damage and 4 piercing.
and radiant does double damage, so that's 34 damage.
Jesus.
Holy moly.
This thing lights up. It's Christmas in the caves!
Okay. Do you want to do anything else with your turn, Kita?
No, I think I'm. Well, if I would have been nice if I hit the bonus action one, so I could have fucked it up some more.
It's fine. You just did like 34 damage. It's fine. Okay.
I could have done, 40, maybe more.
Okay. So
Yes, that's my turn.
it's now the creature's turn. And wow, that pissed it off.
I can imagine.
So it is going to skitter the 10 feet to be back over with Kita and Wax, and it is going to try to swing and attack Kita. As soon as I remember how the fuck to roll. Is a 15 hit?
15? No, Kita has an armor class of 17.
So.
Kita, what are you wearing?
Simple, they have studded leather armor, and they have 4 decks, and they have one of the magic scarves from that give you a +1 to AC.
Oh, right.
Damn.
Okay.
And over here, Elsie's just wearing a t-shirt. No, I am the spellcaster. I should not be in combat. If I'm getting hit,
Oopsies.
something bad's happening.
Okie dokie. So it swings and it missed, by a little bit. So you're fine. The other two are still riding it. Elizabeth, it is your turn.
Cool. Elizabeth, upon seeing that a child has jumped on the back of one of these things,
Oopsies.
she's not. Oh gosh, what can she do? She's not gonna attack. She can't attack like this. She's not gonna risk hitting Tsubasa.
Meanwhile,
Even
Elsie
though-
and Kita already still wailing.
Man, can I try and roll? So for a bonus action, she's going to order the Drake to use its use an infused strike with its bite. So it is going to. Yeah, so she's gonna tell the Drake the next time that thing moves. Just don't let go. Tsubasa, get off of that thing. And she's gonna try and draw the thing's attention to her and away from everyone else. So she's not actually going to attack it. Let me see what she can do.
Oh, I
Do you
just
wanna give
remembered
me a
something.
Mhm.
The next attack roll against this creature has advantage because it is glowing like a fucking Christmas tree.
Nice. Yeah, no, she's gonna jab at it. Not to hit, but to get its attention. And she's gonna jab and she's gonna like let out a high shrieked whistle. If anyone speaks Draconic, she's saying something in Draconic.
Ooh, I don't think I know Draconic. Let me take a look. I want to know. I do not know.
That's you. Do you want me to roll anything for distraction?
No, you don't. You don't have to. No.
Okay. Yeah. So she's baiting this thing, and kind of slapping the ground in front of it, tapping it where she can, just generally being a menace and redirecting the attacks onto her.
Is that it?
Yep. Other than the order, she's just gonna she is going to back up slowly, like by 5 or 10 foot, hoping the creature's gonna follow her.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. That's all she can do.
So it's Wax's turn again, and they're just going to try again with their sickle to do something, please.
We believe in Wax.
That works. Thank God. Oh
Hooray.
my God, one of my.
You do get advantage to hit, don't you?
No.
Yeah, because of
Guiding bolt.
Oh, that's true. I don't think I need it, but
Getting that 20.
so then make sure I'm rolling this right. Why? Yippee. Okay. Okay. So that's Wax's turn. I'm adding the damage to my silly little thingy. The Drake.
Yeah, Drake, still hanging on. Hearing its quote unquote master yell an order at it, it will very happily screech again, and it's going to use an infused strike. Oh, hang on, I read this wrong. Never mind. So the whole thing about the infused strike, forget that. It's just gonna bite it again.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Because I realised that the infused strike is a reaction, not an action. So
That's fine.
we'll
Roll
name
the
that
hit.
one. I'll hit. Oh, you stupid little bugger. So it's a 9.
No, that doesn't hit. I'm going to say that with all the everything going on, the creature finally does shake you off.
Ooh, Angie.
Yeet.
You do like a kind of noise as it gets shaken off.
Yeah.
This bitch empty. Yeet.
And frantic flapping.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, it is gonna go back to like try and hover over it and like get in on it. But it's not actually gonna make contact or anything.
Okay. Tsubasa, your
I'm still hanging on.
you are still
Baby.
riding this thing.
And now it's glowing.
And now it glows.
Shit.
Okay, so I am under the assumption that you are going to use your action to attempt to rip out the power source like you did the first time.
Did he feel bad about, like, pretty much killing the last one? Yeah. Is he gonna do it again? Also, yeah.
Okay, I don't remember what I made you roll last time to
I don't
do it.
Was it sleight of hand or dex? Something like that?
It might have been something like that.
I am going to say to roll dex at advantage because this thing has been getting the shit kicked out of it. So
It's also glowing.
it's also
And
glowing.
Sue has done this once before.
Yeah. So if I could give you advantage twice, I would, because that's a lot of factors that add into it, but I can't. So
I don't think I'll need it. That's a 22.
yeah. So, it's a bit harder because one, this thing is getting beat up around you. Two, it is trying to shake you off because it does not want you on it. And
I'm
three,
sorry.
it
We gotta
is
stop this battle.
it's a lot bigger, and like the quote unquote skin is a lot thicker than the one that was outside. So it takes you a second to like get a hold of it and pull it out. But once you do, it just sort of stops like a statue. It does not fall apart like the one outside did, but it does just kind of freeze.
Oh, thank goodness.
Congratulations. You guys beat up my overseer.
Yay!
So this is the big one, the regular one.
Yeah, this is the big one. And really quick for reference, let me get the picture of what I based this creature off of.
Wonderful.
As I did base it off of something, I have to figure out
Creature.
where it is. So
Where is it?
I probably have to spoil this for Scopo. But this is what the overseers are based off of.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
cool.
Sue was climbing on this.
Oh god.
I
Oh.
recognize that, but I don't know what that's from.
It's from the Owl House. It's the
I
little...
recognize what that is.
It's
The
the
little guy.
fucking thing that is on the other island. It's Jean-Luc. It's Jean-Luc. If you know
It's
who
Jean-Luc.
was. That's what the overseers are based off of. However,
Oh.
I am trying to quickly wrap this up so Nicho can go to bed. I am going to really quickly ask anyone who is recording to please pause their recording because I don't want to get copywritten for this.
I see.
I will
do you want me to
say,
pause it right now?
1 second. You guys hear something. It kind of sounds like a song, and I will put the link for it in the description of the video and stuff. But for whoever's recording, please pause your recordings now. Let me know that
Alright,
they're
it is
actually
paused.
paused, because I'm not gonna listen to the video. But you guys hear something sort of like this, and I'm gonna put it in players chat really quick. It sounds not exactly like this, but it sounds kind of like this.
Oh, cool. I don't need to listen to know what that is.
I know exactly what that sounds like.
If you are choosing to listen to it, let me know when you're done so we can.
Sounds like a dying creature.
Well, I'm done listening to it.
I realized I didn't need to pause because as soon as you dropped the link, I went, I know this one.
It's fine. My recording hasn't been paused this whole time because, again, I'm not pulling up the video to hear it because.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Aha. Creepy.
Right.
Yeah.
Should I
Wonderful.
explain for the audience? Or
Yeah.
nah?
No, I'm gonna post the link for it in the description.
Okay.
If you have finished listening to it, you can unpause your recordings now. I'll give you a second to do that. So yeah, for the audience, the link for what they just listened to will be in the description. It's just another YouTube video. I just don't want to get copyrighted for something that I don't own.
Look, there is little to no possible way of anyone copyright striking
that,
a
but
tiny. Yeah, it's just like, hey.
But basically, you guys hear that coming from somewhere deeper in the cave. Do you follow it?
Just Elsie is just gonna, like, now that the adrenaline's pumping, she's just gonna like, well, looks at the rest of like, might as well. Come on.
Wait, don't run. Oh. I imagine she's already gone.
Yeah, she started jogging off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Elizabeth is going to turn to Wax, and just, I'm going to stay here for just a moment. I'll catch up. Just make sure they don't get into any trouble, would you?
Wax will nod and then follow what is presumably the whole rest of the party through the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Tsubasa clambers down from the creature. I'm sorry, I'll give this back. But later. Not now.
Yes, keep a hold of that for now. There's just some things I have to do here. I want to take a closer look at what we're dealing with before
No,
we end
I
up.
agree. Did you need any help?
She opens her mouth, then clicks it shut. You know, considering you're the one that seems to be doing the best work dismantling these creatures. Perhaps, yes, I would appreciate your help there, Tsubasa.
Okay.
Okay, so Kita, Wax, and Elsie all go deeper into the cave.
Oh god, we're splitting the party.
Following the source of the
Oh,
singing.
my done.
Again, I am trying to wrap this up, so there's don't panic. The three of you walk through, the cave wall sort of, shrinks, and this time it's all cave. There was no door or anything. You walk through this sort of tunnel, for lack of a better term. There's some up, there's some down, there's some twists and turns. And it sort of opens up into an equally big room to the ones that you have been in previously. However, there's something extremely and massively different about this one, and it is that there is a giant monitor that looks like it is built into the cave wall. It how do I phrase this? It has, how like when you see characters like BMO and they have like the computer face, for lack of a better term, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like that. It's like an old-fashioned computer face, and it looks like it is quietly singing. You can tell that this is where the singing is coming from, and this thing is
Baby.
huge.
I don't care, baby.
Okay. This is different.
Does Elsie say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you say that, and I'm not like Tala. I don't have a fancy voice changer to do stuff with, but you say this, and the singing stops, and the computer kind of looks at you slowly, and just, I haven't seen someone in years. Hello.
Hi. Awkward wave.
Because I am trying to wrap this up, I will give more information about the computer later. But a drawer, or a sort of large, I guess to the computer it would be like a drawer, but to you guys it would kind of be like a giant sliding. So
Mechanism.
It's a giant drawer.
Yes, it's a giant drawer. It makes you guys look like tinies. But a drawer opens, and there is stuff inside if you want to look at it.
Yeah, Kita will just try and look in.
Okay. So first of all, two. Okay, there are four of you. My brain short-circuited for a second. So in this drawer is 40 GP, and then there are four slightly faded green gemstones in here. And no, this does not mean that one of you gets 40 GP. It means that you motherfuckers split the GP 4 ways, so you each get 10. So help me.
Who would do that? Come on.
Well, two of you didn't come in here to see the big computer. So
I mean, I'll come in and see the big computer soon. Give me a hot second.
But
Both will.
They're old. It takes them a while.
Tsubasa is 12. But because I am trying to wrap this up, we can do like something involving role playing and the talking to the computer and other stuff as like an FPS or something after that. But you all do get 10 GP and this gemstone, which I will let you know what it does in the group chat later. But that is the game. That's all that I have for you.
Nice.
Yay!
Like,
Thank you.
hooray!
Thank you all for playing in my silly little vault game. Thank you to
Thank you for
listeners,
running.
both present
Yeah.
and in the future, for listening. And that's it.
So we
But
all got
you all got 10
10.
GP and a rock, which I will tell you what it does in a minute.
GP and a
Wonderful.
rock.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.